Yo, 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 what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So the other day I was chilling and I was talking to this dude and he was asking me, he was like, yo, how do you know when a woman wants to be approached? Like, what is she going to do? What are some signs she's going to give you and all this other stuff? So he's basically asking, when's the best time to do it? How do you know when she actually wants you to come up and holler at her and all this other stuff, right? So basically, what I told him is this, is that women always want to be approached. Always. Not some of the time, not here and there, not, every blue moon. Always. Women always want to be approached. Always. Okay? And the reason why I'm telling you guys this is because a lot of you guys think that you think some women don't want to be approached. You think, certain women don't want to be approached at this time or that time and all this other craziness. And the reason why you think that is because you've been listening to what women have been saying, right? And the funny part about most women is that most women don't necessarily tell you what's really going on because a lot of them aren't even aware of it. So this is what happens. A woman gets approached by a guy she's not attracted to. A guy she's not feeling, she's getting approached by another guy she's not feeling. So then what she says is, she's like, oh, I can't stand when I'm just trying to walk down the street and guys just keep approaching me. I want to, sometimes I just want to walk down the street and not have to be bothered and yada, 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 yada. Right? But what she's really saying is, I don't like the fact that guys that I'm not attracted to or guys that I don't like are approaching me. That's what she's really saying, right? But she doesn't really differentiate the two things. Like, she actually wants to be approached. She actually likes to be approached, but she wants to be approached by a guy that she would be interested in, right? But the thing is that she'll just say, oh, I don't want to be approached, or I hate when guys are, approaching me in the street. So then, a lot of you guys hear that. You hear that from, different girls that you know. You hear that from different, women in your family and everything like that. You just keep hearing this thing that women don't want to be approached in the street and all this other craziness, right? So you internalize that and you're thinking, oh, damn, well, I see this really hot girl over there, but I don't know if she wants to be approached because I keep hearing all this crap. But again, women always want to be approached, right? Now, it all depends on if that woman wants, if she actually is into you, right? But the thing is, you're not going to know if she's into you in most cases unless you approach her, right? Because she doesn't know sometimes. Now, there are signs sometimes where if you're chilling and, a chick will, show you signs that she wants to be approached. So a girl, she might be checking you out. She might be smiling at you a little bit. She's giving those choosing signals, right? So that chick is sort of letting you know she wants you to come over and say something, right? Now, there are times where women won't necessarily do that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that she wouldn't like it if you came over and said something. Because even if a woman gets approached by a guy she's not really into, you understand? She still likes the fact that he came over and approached because it gives her an ego boost. You understand? She feels good that this guy, was into her to the point where he wanted to come over and say something, right? So the thing is that when a woman is approached by a man, she, it depends on if she's feeling him or not, if that guy is really going to make something happen with her. Right now, a lot of guys are under the, assumption or the impression that, it doesn't make sense to approach a woman unless she is checking you out, unless she is giving you the choosing signals. Right. But I've said this plenty of times where a lot of times a woman might not even know she's into you until she's experiencing you. Meaning that means that until you approach her and start talking, she wasn't even really thinking about, you, or she wasn't really you weren't even really on her radar until you came up and approached. So like, let's say you could even be at a party or at some event and you guys are sort of in the same room, and she's not even like, paying you any mind, but then you come over and you say something, then you start talking, and then she starts to feel you because of the interactions you're having, right? But at the end of the day, women want to be approached always. Okay, so don't get confused when you hear girls complaining about, oh, these guys are, these guys approaching me and this and this and that and all that other stuff. They're just upset that the guys that they don't want are approaching them, right? Because you got to understand also, even though women sort of like the fact that men are approaching them regardless, meaning it gives them that ego boost, right? Sometimes women also at the same time feel sort of upset and frustrated when they get a lot of different guys that they don't like are approaching them, because they're saying to themselves, what is it about me that I keep approaching, or that these guys who keep approaching me are guys that I don't want? What is it about me that I can't get a guy that I really like to approach me? That's what they're thinking. So this is why they get frustrated and get mad and say, oh, I can't stand when all these guys are approaching me, blah, 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 because they're getting guys who they don't want to approach them. When the guys they do want approach them, they're like, oh, this is great. So the reason why I'm telling you guys this is that when you're, doing your everyday thing and you want to approach a girl, you should understand that she wants to be approached, right? And if you are the type of guy who she is feeling, right, then shit will go down. So I don't want you to sit there and see a chick and then second guess yourself and say, well, I don't know if I should go over because I'm not sure if she wants to be approached. She looks like she's busy right now. She looks like she might not be in the mood. Fuck that. Approach her. You understand what I'm saying? Because you want to get into that mindset of, understanding that women want to be approached. And then you'll be like, okay, cool, I'm going to be approaching these women. And that's when you're going to start to get more women, get more results, and make these things happen. All right. So guys, make sure you click the link below if you want to send me a question. Also, if you need help on learning how to approach girls and talk to girls, make sure you go to badboymembership.com. And so you can listen to my audio program, The Art of Approaching and Picking Up Women Successfully. Also, you can get my audio program, How to Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less. You can go to MrLocario.com to get that. And I'll holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below so you can send me a question and I'll do a video on it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.